if I didn't have a place to live, I'd at least have to have a place for all my woodworking tools to go, so I would sleep on a floor in a garage if I had to. But I moved into this house about 2.5, 3 years ago. I just got lucky enough that my roommate also owns the carriage house, and the girl who lives upstairs is cool enough to let me work downstairs. I guess I learned carpentry when my dad was a carpenter, and I went to work with him a few times and then started doing the carpentry work when I was pretty young, like right out of high school. Anything and everything that you could think of that breaks that's metal, we've built or repaired at this point. We've done everything from flight cases to building custom guitars. About a year ago, started up the drums. We're doing custom snares and eventually full kits. But there's, houses. I haven't built a boat yet. For some reason, I at one point decided to make a smoker and a grill out of old beer kegs from a party we threw and cut them open and everything. I guess the first time we started building grills was about 7 years ago.
Yeah. The first one we made, we didn't have a welder, so we had to pop rivet it. We riveted the whole thing together. But now we got a welder and grinders and cutting wheels. It takes our time now.
At this point, it's almost a science.
We've grilled out all over the U.S.
The world, actually.
That's not just a southern thing.
But in Savannah, it is one of those things, like, that's more likely where you're going to hang out with your homies and everything, is everyone kind of goes over to someone's backyard and grills out. You just get together and it's almost like a family atmosphere. You put everything on one big table, you dig in, it's just, there's not that much to do in this town once you've done everything, once you've grown up here. So then it becomes more of hanging out and being personable with everybody.
It's kind of how you catch up with what everyone's been doing. Especially since we're all getting older, people are getting married, having kids, you might not really see them as much as you used to. So.
It's like reading the scene newspaper or something, Was at one point we were gonna try and have a barbecuing team called Team Beer Pig, but we got too busy touring to do that one.
Yeah, we were trying to use one of the smokers that we had made, and it just wasn't sucking in enough air. So we had the coals going and the meat was on the grill. And we were like, we gotta get more air in here. So we got my grinder out. The grill's going and we're grinding into the bottom of it.
Started chopping holes in it while the hot coals were falling on us.
Yeah. And it works.
Almost everything is trial and error. We've learned everything from building to being in a band. We've learned it the hard way. It's way more fun to figure it out. Somebody can give you an owner's manual and you're not gonna read it. You're just gonna go ahead and try your hand at it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, we used to have a light show that I built a pedal for, and you had green lights and white and strobes and all this stuff, and while we're playing, I would be working the pedals, just a mass of cables and like these weird plywood boxes. Yeah, we kept getting electrocuted, so we stopped doing that. We got better gear and it didn't come with road cases, so we started making guitar head road cases, and we have a practice space upstairs in an auto body shop, and so our buddy Rhino lined them for us. And then we started getting into actually building true flight cases with all the aluminum corners, and it just kind of took off from there. It's weird when you have old, rare gear, like if you have a custom built guitar, you have to custom build your cases for them as well, so. Basically the band started by Andrew and I being in an old band together, and James was in a band called The Bricks, and both bands broke up about the same week, and we lived right down the road from each other, and just decided to start playing music together, and our whole ambition was to make music and tour.
Everyone likes to collect rare stuff,
Especially in a digital era.
Yeah, because everyone's on the internet, everyone's got their band on a Facebook, so you want to do something to stick your band out.
It's like now that CDs are pretty much a dead medium, vinyl's making a comeback, there's a resurgence of vinyl and vinyl collecting. And so we like to put out these small 7 inches and EPs and stuff ourselves. Like Relapse works with us. They've given us the freedom to where they don't mind if we put out like a little 7 inch that's a short run. Like they're cool, they totally support us, keeping our DIY work ethic.
We've done so many different rare versions and different colors of 7 inches or splits. We ran into this one guy in Germany, and he brought every single record that we had ever pressed in every single color that had ever been released, and we didn't even know some of them existed. Yeah, there's something about still being able to play a house show. Just the small DIY bar shows or house shows, basement shows. Because when we were young, bands didn't do that. You had to go steal a car and stand outside of the bar and listen to the band through the door, the window or something.
Or you'd see them at a warehouse.
Yeah, or an old warehouse or a keg party or something. But
yeah, good luck getting your parents to drop you off at that.
Something still really cool about doing that, and that kind of brings it all back to the roots of doing it yourself. Hey, we're Black Tusk from Savannah, Georgia, and we're still DIY.
Hey!
What are you doing, dude?
Hey!
Go.